Today, I really think today is the 45th all-time high or 46th all-time high we're hitting this year, just this year alone. Okay, so the S&P 500 is about to hit, which it did today. It hit 50 trillion in market capitalization for the first time in history. Think about this, people. $50 trillion. S&P 500 now is up 22% this year and over 40% since the Fed stopped raising rates in October 2023. We are in October 2024. Think about it. In a single year, okay, the S&P 500 is up 40%. If you had dollar cost averaged, which I keep telling you guys, where would you be? Where would that every monthly $100 be? Think about it, with the reinvesting the dividends, with all that stuff. Now, there is obviously the other side of the coin here. And Kobeshi letter, which I follow, please, I think it's amazing, amazing, amazing Twitter handle, and just go follow him on Twitter. Is the market unbreakable? Well, we're going to talk about that too, because you guys know my bias, but then I trade. My bias is my own. Yes, I may be thinking negatively about things such as the deficit, such as, the Fed and the Washington and this and that. But there are a lot of things that are coming together this year, such as election years are always good for the markets. What will happen after the elections? I don't know. That uncertainty will be lifted off the market. And I will, when the time gets near, I will give you guys my opinion of what I think is going to happen. But then you always find things that you trade around and, try to make money on the upside. Meaning you have to have a balance. So, are there any headwinds for the markets up 40% in 1 year? I mean, this is just incredible, because the S&P 500 goes up about 11% a year on average, going back 100 years or 80 years. That's the average, meaning down years, up years, unchanged years, but on average, right, it's 10%, let's say. So if, there is this statistic that you guys need to keep in mind. The statistic is, if you're a 25-year-old, and I know some of you are a lot older, but if you have kids, if you have nieces and grandkids and granddaughters and daughters and sons, please talk to them about this. If you have a 25-year-old, and if that 25-year-old just takes $100 a month, not a week, a month, and puts it dollar cost average into the S&P 500 or the triple Qs, or mostly those two, by the time they retire, let's say they're going to take early retirement at 65. This is outside their work. This is outside their income. This is outside their 401 company, 401k. All this is outside, extra. $100 a week. Month. 100. What's $100 a month? 4 people go to McDonald's today. It's $100. Okay. So that $100, dollar cost average, into an index fund, passive investing. We're not trading. We're accepting the 10%. We're accepting down years, up years, recessions, whatever. In 40 years, that $100 monthly investment, including reinvesting the dividends, will turn into $1.2 million. I wish when I was 25, somebody told me this. So if you have youngsters in the family, and you don't have to be, by the way, 25 to do this. What if you have an 18-year-old? Better yet, because by the time they retire at 65, that 1.2 is actually going to, because it's a snowball effect, right? It's going to get to $2 million. Wouldn't you like to have your kids or grandkids or whatever, or friends, to have $2 million extra if they start investing early? And some of you are going to say, well, I'm just too old for that. No. Okay, let's say you're 50. All right, start doing it now. By the time you're 70, and which I'm pretty sure they're going to extend their, Social Security retirement age pretty soon, because they're broke. The fund is broke. In 20 years, that'll turn into some really, really appreciable amount of money. And it's $100 a month. A month. I understand a lot of people are tight, but a lot of people spend money on frivolous things. I keep saying the same thing. Just don't go eat junk food. Save $5 a day that way. There's your $100. Or Okay, go to Starbucks twice a week instead of going 4 times a week and spending $8 on a latte. Take that $8 twice a week, put it in that S&P 500 in $100, So I'm just so passionate about this that all of you should be educating others, because that's a true number. I mean, $1.2 million in 40 years, $100 a month. People will think, no, it's impossible. Well, it is. Please go talk to your people. Go talk to strangers. Go talk to investing is just the most important thing. We can't count on the government. We can't count on, rich parents. We just got to do it ourselves. And that's the way to do it. So risk appetite in 2024 seems to be at a record height for sure. I mean, today we're hitting an all-time high. Is this the most resilient stock market in history? It sure seems it is. So S&P 500 has hit a new all-time high today. As I'm doing this now, I don't know what's happening in the background. And it's up 21.6% year to date. I mean, double the average, more than double the average, which is about 10. Since October 2023, the S&P 500 has now added 13 trillion of market cap, and that's amazing. So if I was doing this channel, I don't know when, year ago, 2 years ago, I would have said the same thing. I'm going to keep saying the same thing until I don't do this channel, which I can't see myself not doing, because I'm enjoying this more than the other channel, actually. Because this is the true financial freedom, not the other thing, okay? This is your way to financial freedom. So do I do it? Yeah. Well, I have a long-term investment portfolio. I have a family of 4. I have told my kids this when they turned like 14, 15, and they started doing it. On the 15, one of them is 20. Actually, my daughter, my wonderful, amazing daughter, is turning 20 today. She's been doing it since 18, and she can't put it because she's working already. She's going to college, 3rd year of college, and she's doing it. If the month she can't do it, I'm giving her the money every month, drip, 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 $100. By the time she's 65, that $100 outside her amazing, job that she's gonna get. She's gonna be in biotech. Just the best daughter anybody can wish for on the planet. Straight arrow, knows exactly what she's going to do in life, unlike a lot of teenagers. I mean, I wish everybody, that type of daughter. And by the time she's 65, and I'm hoping that she'll be working at an Amgen or a Biogen or some of these amazing billion-dollar biotech companies, she's going to have an extra $1.5 million. Outside all that, think about it, people. Just do it, please. Spread the word. It's the gospel. So that's it. That's the next topic. And so yeah, please do it. Power of compounding, power of investing. True financial freedom starts here.